Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back. My name is Joel, and this is A Stable Life. We're starting off as the sun is rising this beautiful morning. We've got a couple thunderstorms that are in the forecast that are making their way through on into the weekend. Oh man, that's just pretty. Sunrise is just being too kind today. So the goal is to start early and get as much as done as we can. Maybe even get everything finished. Hey, if I finish early, that won't be a bad thing, right? That's what I'm thinking too. We're gonna be mowing some sweet corn. We're gonna be mowing a lot of weeds. I don't think we're gonna be mowing any cabbage or anything today. We're mowing the old peas off. That's exciting. And then we're doing a lot of trimming up around the fields. The horse trails, getting a lot of that taken care of today, at least mowing wise. It is incredible how much to do has picked up as we're getting into late summer. Man, that thing really is loud. You hear that? That's what I'm going to be listening to all day. The only thing that I don't like about this new tractor is that emergency plate. We are here. Oh, this foxtail. So this is the stuff we're mowing. We're mowing like along roads, along ditches and banks, fields, different things like that. Helping out the veggie boys. Perfecto. Float, float. Get ourselves in a position here. There we go. Now we'll wake up all the neighbors. Nice. I like to go real slow when I'm doing road banks and stuff because you never know what people throw on the side of the road. Alright. Just kind of square the cutoff. Good. Alright, now we're doing a cornfield. As you can see, this corn is, well, you know, it's all picked and all that's left is the stalk, and as I explained in other videos, we aren't using this for silage this year, so putting it back into the ground. Yeah, that'll look nice. There's something nice about being in the tractor, working early in the morning. Very peaceful. We are making great progress. Give you guys a look at how things are. That field over there, cleaned up. This one, cleaned up. And the wheat field that we were in, cleaned up. Now, they told me that I didn't need to do all the wheat fields. They would rather the wheat fields get a little bit higher with the weeds before we mow them off. That way we don't have to continue to mow them before fall and then winter sets in. But because this is right behind one of the owner's houses, we wanted to make the property look nice and clean for them. I think it looks pretty sharp. We've actually only got 2 more fields that they told me that they would like mowed. They may give me a couple more fields they want mowed once I meet up with them for lunch, but things are going pretty well. We've got along the rim of all the fields. I think that's gonna take me the longest because I have to drive really slow because I'm gonna be looking for downed trees, stumps and stuff, because you don't wanna hit one of those with this chopper. No bueno. Well, with that field done, we're now over where the round bales used to get stored. This little spot that I'm in right now is where we used to store all the round bales. With the exception of last year, we put a lot over near the rear entrance to the horse pasture. So now we're just mowing along the tree line here. We also are gonna be doing a little bit of spot mowing in this field here, but we can't mow the cabbage or kale or hit the wrapped round bales right over there. You can see them on the other side of that grass. So, a little touchy, a little bit, but I mean, just look at the finished result. Man, does it look nice. And of course, I am dodging trees, so I gotta go around the trees. But yeah. also gonna be mowing over here. So I'll go ahead and do a sweep down that. And this is where the pea patch was. So this is gonna feel really good. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice. It's crazy how big these weeds get, isn't it? I mean, just look at them. And the ragweed on top of it, my goodness. That looks so much better. All right, perfect. All the old broccoli cleaned up. Red cabbage, untouched. Regular cabbage, untouched. Kale, untouched. Irrigation pipe, untouched. So far, we're doing pretty good, guys. I don't know why I went that high. Oh my goodness. All right, well, we have everything on that side mowed field-wise. Yeah, actually, I think that's just about everything that they wanted me to mow. So we're now going to be transitioning to taking care of a lot of the small stuff. We've got this little patch here that's right along where they are storing their bales for their cattle. And we're just gonna ride this tree line. And you can see it here going all the way around. And then it goes down the hill and continues going that way for a long time, all the way up to the road. So that'll be our next thing. And then if you look just over yonder, we've got all that over there we gotta mow. And I have the impression there's probably a field or two over there to take care of as well. We'll see. Chopper is looking pretty good though. Everything's honestly running smooth. Smooth running. Let's get some of these corn stalks off here. Bum, 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 bum. Dum, bum, dum, bum, dum, bum, dum. A lot of you guys are always asking what I'm listening to, music-wise. Right now I'm listening to 90s country, but before that I was listening to the Hot Country playlist on Spotify. Occasionally I like to listen to some pop, some rock, cinematic orchestral music. Big fan of that. And even the occasional jazz. Call me crazy. I'm not into jazz as much as Brian is, but I feel it. This gives you an idea for what we're doing. Just kind of going right along the side here. Now this is a pretty heavily used path, so you can see that it's pretty well defined, but some of the other paths are pretty much only used by horses and the occasional ATV. And those paths we'll definitely show you later on. They're gonna look so much nicer once we mow them. But we're just mowing right along the side of the woods, keeping the woods from pushing in too far over top of the fields and everything. Just keeps everything looking nice. Just nice. This area is really overgrown. This is pretty bad here. I'm going slow because there's occasionally stumps that you just forget that are there. And so this gives me time to kind of see a stump and react to it if I miss it. And then the chopper hits it, I can feel the pull on the tractor and stop quickly. I'm only moving at 1.4 miles an hour right now. So smooth and easy, as they say. Now my left wing is actually about to start going in soybeans, so I'm going to cut over to the right so that I don't mow soybeans. This hasn't been done in a few years, if you couldn't tell. I haven't been able to get to it because I'm always so busy doing other things. But this year, as you guys may have noticed, I'm kind of doing my best to try to get to the things that I just keep forgetting to do every year, trying to prioritize them. Well, we got all along the side of the fields for this entire section done. And my goodness, does it look good. I'll show you guys here in a moment. But there was a couple wheat fields that were over here, and I was really, well, I mean, look at this. Look at how much this overgrew. So we're gonna take care of this while we're here. Because I mean, just look at how much better that looks. Also, you can see that Andrew, Daniel, and Brian out picking green beans. That's exciting. Oh yeah. Look at that. Cleans up so good. This is gonna be a spiffy looking farm when we're done. My goodness. Just something about seeing a maintained farm, it just makes you feel good inside, you know? You know what I mean. Well, I don't know what to say other than this side of the farm is just picturesque and gorgeous. I'll give you guys some views as we're driving out. We have one field left on this farm. I was hoping to get it done before we had to go for lunch, but we've got this now. Now, if you look from right, you can see the difference here in the weeds. From that point down was a wheat field, and then this little patch right in the middle is pretty steep. It's about, if I was, you know, on an incline, I would say the camera doesn't make it look that steep, but it's about that steep. So you know, if we were going on it, that would be how it would feel inside the tractor. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be going perpendicular to it. So we're going straight up it and straight down it. That's the safest way to do these hills. It works every time. It's really nice. So we'll hit this, but I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the other farm after lunch, finish that farm up, and then once that one's done, we're just gonna head out this way, mop this one up, and then head continuing that way. If we have enough time, we'll even get all the way over to the hay farm today, but I'm not thinking we will. Time will tell though. Oh, I'm in such a low gear. Quite the doozy, this hill. Here you can see what we're talking about. Doesn't that just look so good? Man, does it look good. For lunch, we've got sandwiches with some potato chips and French onion dip. And what is that, honeydew?
It's a yellow watermelon.
Nice. Let's get one bite of a chip. Alrighty guys, I finished up lunch and I went and mowed a tiny little strip in the development. One of the neighbors kindly asked for us to clean up a little area for them, so just took that back and took care of that real quick. And now we are over on what we call the home farm. So this area is where the cow pasture is and where a lot of the horse trails are that begin. So this is a pretty important area because in order to get to the farm where we were mowing, you go through this one if you're not going on the public road. Now we're here. Now we're going to be doing a lot of, I don't know how else you'd call it, woods, you know, woods mowing. And this area has a lot of stumps in it. So we're going to go nice and easy, make sure we don't hit anything. And we also have some fields over here. It is 1:15 in the afternoon right now, so my guess is we will finish the home farm and the back 40, but we won't have time to go to the hay farm today, which is perfectly okay. You just can't get over the view up here. It is so gorgeous. Just thought I'd show you guys, we're in a bit of a thicker place here, so this is an area where I do believe there are trees, so we're watching for them. Moving at 1.2 miles an hour right now. This is not even the lowest gear this tractor can go. That is crazy. This is the most overgrown path we got here. Ever since the cow pasture fence was moved, this path pretty much got to the point where it was only used by horses. We're right on the side of basically a cliff that goes down into the hollow. So we're riding that line. This area hasn't been mowed in, I'm thinking about 3 years now, maybe even longer. Yeah, this is an area where literally the woods is kind of encroaching in on the fields. And that's the border to the horse pasture. I know, that fence needs some love. Okay, we're on the home stretch now. Once I get to the cow pasture, we have completely made a circuit. Then it's just a matter of getting all the fields that's on this farm. And this stretch right here has a lot of down trees on it, so we got to be very watchful. Okay, there we go. Crawl over top of that. Okay, now our left wing can go down. Float, right wing can go down, float, drop the center, continue. We've got some more sticks up here. Looks like this is going to be a left wing. Well, for you guys it'd be the right, but since I'm, you know, we're reversed right now. Okay, I'm going to try to do this as I'm going. So the only thing with this bush hog chopper, once you get too high up, you can't control the hydraulic. We've got a lot of just logs and sticks here. I gotta clean all these up. I think that was the last of it. Now you know why I'm only going 1.1 miles an hour. We are about 30 feet from finishing this circuit, which is the whole horse trail, excluding the woods. The woods is gonna need to be its own thing, but that means that this side and that side is completely cleaned up, so I'll be excited to let the clients know. I was thinking about it, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to leave this farm now that I got that horse path cleared up, and we're going to head over to the other farm where we only have that one field left to do. And Ryan called me, he wants one specific spot of a field done on top of it. That way we can fully have that farm done. I'm just running out of time. It's 2:10 already, so that way I know that's done, and then we'll come over here and start working on the wheat fields here and everything once that's done. Okay, just got a circle here. And that's it, guys. Okay. Haha! But I think on my way past the farm market, I'm going to pick up some more water. I'm out. I'm out! I think I'm actually going to leave the wings down. Easier on the tractor with them down for now. I'll put them up when I need them. Well, look who joined us, guys.
Hi, everyone.
That's right, Petey's with us. He was driving because I was switching batteries. And I just thought you guys should at least see a clip of how steep this is while we're mowing. Obviously, there's steeper hills out there, but hey, you're with us in the cab now. That's basically what I've been doing for getting the entire hill. Peter, you want to show them how everything looks? Perfecto. Alrighty guys, that is it. We got this whole farm done. It's 3 o'clock, so we've got plenty of time. We're gonna see how many fields we can get done today. While we're driving to the next field, Pete, you want to tell everybody what the Veggie Boys have been up to today? At least what you know, what you saw.
Well, picking tomatoes.
Yeah, they're getting ready to pick potatoes, actually. Are you excited about that?
I'll be excited when they decide that they're gonna just pick everything with the pull type digger and not the
windrower?
Windrower and just dump them on the ground.
As far as I know, they're picking all of it with the windrower this year, right? Because they didn't get the belt for the digger. Or do you not know anything about this?
I do now.
Nice. Nice.
So if you guys don't see me for a couple of weeks, I'm just avoiding potato.
Yeah, honestly, understandable.
So we're here mowing a diversion ditch, and just look at the way the batwing flexes.
An art of engineering, I think.
I agree.
It's impressive that it's able to kind of fold like a U, and the blades don't hit anything in the inside of it.
Yeah.
And also fold into a V, and the blades don't hit anything on the inside of it. It's just very impressive.
Right.
We also hit a skunk. I don't understand why, but it just ran right into the lawn of the mower. So I don't know why it would do that, but it did.
He has that wing picked up now, so that he's not chopping the corn. Unfortunately, he can't fold it up all the way, or else the PTO shaft will start hitting.
Yeah. There we go. Beautiful. What we are mowing right now is a diversion ditch, so if you look to our left, you'll see a nice field of field corn. And if you look to our right, this was a clover field that we're going to be actually mowing. And this ditch is here to prevent erosion. So the water will run through the field, and then it'll hit this area of grass that's also raised, and it will make the water slow down and actually soak into the ground, preventing a large area of runoff and soil erosion. So a lot of our farms have these. Another way you can do it is putting a strip of hay in the middle of the field, giant area, because that grass will hold the soil in the area. Little things like that. That's why we do strip fields instead of one giant area that's a field.
And that's why also they don't do heavy tillage with moldboard plows. Everything's chisel plowed.
Yeah. Yeah, and no-till now, even more so.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Go ahead and turn off, get all the flow out. That way there's not a lot of pressure on the seals and the hydraulics. We're gonna park the chopper here. That is gonna be it for me for today for mowing. We're not completely done yet. I still have a little bit more. I have 2 more fields to do here, and I have a whole hay farm to work on, kind of clearing up things, and then also those fields that were too weedy. We're just gonna kind of chop the weeds up a little bit, let the grass keep growing. But for today, that's it. So we're gonna park the chopper in the barn. That way it's out of the rain for the weekend. going. Oh boy, we got anarchy today. I can tell. So what are we having for lunch today, honey?
With a mousetrap.
Well, I ate mine already.
There you go.
It's carnitas tacos, mac and cheese, and I got fruit.
Fruit? Nice. What about Callie? What are you eating?
Pickles.
Chips. And Taylor? What we got?
A nectarine.
What'd you have?
Tacos. No, it's honeydew, not watermelon. That's it.
Well, it has been a couple days. We're back out here. We need to finish up a few of the fields that we have left to do, and then everything is done. For now, anyway. Then I'll have like a lot of mowing to do here in the fall. I do hope that I'm going to actually be able to drive on the four-wheeler and get footage of everything here, or ride a horse and get footage of it, but definitely not today. Won't be Wednesday. Well guys, awesome news. We have finished up with all rotary chopping that needs to be done at our farm. I'm so excited, so happy about that. That is a big job that we can now take off of the to-do list. Now, that being said, we are not done with rotary chopping. We still have some chopping to do. I still need to chop over at the hay farm and kind of cut those weeds back on that one section there. So I don't know when I'm going to get to that. I'm thinking I might get to that on Thursday. Right now is what I'm thinking. We'll get to that on Thursday. But, you know, time will tell. We really don't know for sure until we're there. I know that they are about, they being the veggie boys, about to start digging potatoes, and they're going to be using their windrower to dig potatoes, and they were hoping to use this one to dig potatoes. So maybe I can get the chopping done in the morning, because they're not going to be digging in the morning, they'll be digging in the afternoon. That way that the tractor will be available and ready for them, and I won't need it anymore because I'll have all my chopping done. That's the tentative plan right now, is what I'm thinking. That's the goal. I think that's what we're going to shoot for. That being said, why don't we hop on the four-wheeler, drive around, and we'll show you guys just how things look. Because let me tell you guys, the farm is looking nice. This in the past, just not today.
Yeah.
You all right back there, girlie?
I'm all good.
I mean, guys, just look at how much better this looks in comparison to what it was. Like see where the path is now, and it's not so overgrown. Megan and I went on the horseback ride, and this was just so overgrown. This is actually so much nicer now. Also, Taylor is our videographer for all of this, so just make sure you give her some love down in the comments. Look at all that. It's so pretty. I gotta do some work on this path. It's a little rough. Maybe in the fall. Look at our hay coming back, guys. Look at that. It's coming up nice. Now this area right here, this was pretty bad. This was really badly overgrown. I still have to get in there with my tractor because that path is still pretty overgrown. But this is all cleaned up now up top. You can see a lot nicer. And heading down into the woods, it's just a lot nicer. Now I haven't done any mowing in here. So this is all just as is. How long has it been since you've been in the woods, Taylor?
What did I do? I think it's been more than 8 months.
Seriously? Well, I mean, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
This is so bad. I have to fix this.
whole washout is crazy.
Yeah.
I have to fix all this too. I don't like all this mud on the path. All right, Taylor, which way should we take the viewers, left or right?
Let's go right because of the creek.
Nice, good pick. Is where we got a lot of mowing done. This is going to look a lot better than it did. So we actually got it all, pricker bushes cleared back. It was all grown out. I had to drive in the field in order to actually walk down this path if you're on a horse or on the four-wheeler. Also, got the hill mowed up there. It's really steep. Looks a lot better. Happy about that. I think this farm just really looks so much better now that everything's cleared up. We don't got weeds growing everywhere. It's nice. Now right here, this is a good running path. We got this all cleared up, so the horses, they get so excited right here, and they're all just like amped up and ready to go, and you just gotta like, you know, just gotta fly, you know? And then up here you can see just all the wheat fields all mowed off, nice. How you doing back there, Taylor? You doing good?
I'm doing all good. It looks great.
Thank you. I think it came out nice. Look at the sun's out. We haven't even talked about the fact that the temperature is like 60 right now, so it's so cool. See, Taylor's got a jacket on. What was the temperature when you left Florida?
I think it was like in the low 90s.
Oh my gosh.
It's pretty hot.
So you gotta feel like this is fall weather then.
Oh yeah, this is really nice weather.
Look at you getting the shots. I like it.
Look at me. Where these round bales are, that's how everything would look if we didn't mow it. So all these weeds like that, that's how everything would look if we didn't mow it. I'm pretty happy about this, just keeping the woods back. Nice little section of grass. It's coming back so quick. These cool days that we've been having with the moisture, grass loves it. You don't realize it's this steep, but now that you're up here, you're like, oh wow, this is actually steeper than I thought. Yeah, it's just over there over yonder, beyond the wood. That way.
Well, there you go, guys. That gives you a good idea of how everything looks. And man, did it come out great. Taylor is also going to be helping me measure out. As you guys saw, she helped us feed horses this morning and she did a great job. Did some hoof care, did some daily care, helped with turn-in, but she wasn't here for measuring out. So she's here in the afternoon and helping with measuring out.
Why did they pellets in there? There's already hay.
A number of different reasons, but simply put, the horses don't eat all the hay that they need for one reason or another. Maybe it's their teeth, they're not able to chew it as well because of their age. Maybe it's their digestive system, they're not able to process it as well. Or maybe it's just a matter of the fact that they're low in the pecking order and the other horses don't want to eat out of that. All of those things all contribute to it. Taylor, thank you for helping me.
No problem.
This is actually awesome. I caught up to you. So now you're going to do honey, which is that big blue bucket. All right, now 2 cups of water. Now you're going to do the donkeys, which are these 2 2 little buckets here. Good job, Taylor. Now we're on to the last ones. Casino.
He gets sores.
Source? You got it, Captain. Moving on the Spitfire. Whew, I was whistling loud, man.
PS.
Purina strategy. Purina.
Strat.
You got the strap? All right. Well done, Taylor. Well done. You did good. Can we get a round of applause? Ow! Yeah.
Well, Taylor, thank you so much for recording. You did a phenomenal job. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Before we conclude, though, it is time for our question of the day. And we're going to have our special guest star. In case you don't know who this is, by the way. Just in case you didn't know, this is my sister-in-law. This is Megan's sister and Lauren's sister. This is the youngest of the sisters. Her name is Taylor. She comes up and visits every now and then, and we're always happy to have her here with us. You'll see her on this channel. You'll see her probably over on the Veggie Boys. All right, Taylor, so you're just going to pick some random questions and then tell us the username and actually, you know, read the question. And we'll see what we got.
So Allison Collinson asked, the horse with muzzle, can he still get water?
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
No, I'm just joking with you. Yeah, 100%. It's actually, he could still eat with that on. It just limits the amount of eating he can do, but it does not limit the amount of drinking he can do at all. He can just whoop, right in the water and suck away. He's good.
Chef Evie Lee asked, so will he eventually lose weight and then won't have to wear the mask?
That's the goal. From our experience with Casino so far, it does appear that he has wore a muzzle in the past. And because of that, he's pretty calm about the whole thing, whereas a normal horse would be pretty not so calm about it. So the goal is to get him to the point that he doesn't need to wear a muzzle anymore and then kind of keep him off of it. In fact, I'm thinking we may be able to take the muzzle off during the winter time, which is nice, but time will tell. But that is the goal.
The Chapes asked, would you consider installing rain catchment gutters on the barn in front of the stable car park?
Ah, that is actually an excellent suggestion. And honestly, it's something that we've been thinking about quite a lot. Not only with the back of the stable, but also, as you said, over on the shop where all of the Veggie Boys keep their equipment, all that rainwater that's running off. It definitely is something to consider. The reason why there isn't gutters is because of snow. The roofs are designed so that snow slides off. And in the past, all of the gutters that we put up, the snow just completely destroys. So that's why there's no gutters right now. But you can put on certain things like snow holders. I don't know if that's the technical term, but it keeps the snow on the roof and then it doesn't slide into your gutters. It just melts into your gutters. So yeah, we're not saying no, not saying yes, because it is definitely an added expense that we weren't forecasting, but maybe in the future. It's definitely a good suggestion though. I like it.
Yeah, he also made a suggestion about like what to do. Like, could be piped to run under the access path into the ditch, or better yet, run the pipe into the woods and away from the hay barn equipment storage area.
This guy sounds like he knows what he's talking about. I like it. Yeah, that's a great suggestion. And so I'm gonna take a look at that and see what we can do. I know that we got a lot coming up here with drainage, making sure that the water doesn't cause a problem for our hay barn. So we're definitely gonna see what we can do about that. And Petey, being our neighbor, is pretty cool with us just taking water and sending it over his way. I'm pretty sure anyway, we'll see. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. And as always, we'll see you in the next one. Nice.
Oh my God.
We did it.
We're gonna head on over to the home farm now and see how many fields we...
Well,
Did that go down in there?
it did go down in there.
There's no way it's still there. That's gone. Yeah, this is a blooper. Pete crawling over top of me over here. That's a blooper. What a good start. Well, getting them naters.
I feel like that's bloopers too, huh?
It's recording.
Is it recording?
It's recording.
Is it recording?
I think it's recording.
Ryan asked me to back this up quick. I'm gonna do that.
The tractor?
Yeah.
Never simple. Also, Taylor is our videographer for all of this, so just make sure you give her some love down in the comments.
Thanks, guys. Do not put that in.
She's doing great. She's doing great. Gavin, make this spicy. Very spicy.
I was gonna like kick it.
What was that?
I was gonna do like the, where you like,
Oh, were you doing a crane kick? Okay. I was wondering what on earth you were doing. Looked like you were making it spicy, that's for sure.
oh wait. Do my thing.
Dang.
That was gonna hang.
Yeah. We're getting footage.